if you ever plan on working efficiently with nodes in Blender, one of the most useful things you can do is enable the Node Wrangler add-on. If you haven't already enabled that, you can just go to Edit, Preferences, and type in Node, and you can see Node Wrangler here. Now once you enable this, it's not very useful unless you know how to use it. Basically what it does is it provides a whole bunch of really nice ease of use and quality of life upgrades to Blender's default settings. So I thought I'd run through some hotkeys that could be extremely useful for that, just to help you become a fast node slinging boss. So first of all, one that's really handy is to view whatever node you select. So holding Shift and Control, you can click on whatever node you like, and it will display that for you. So we can look at the very last one in the chain here, and that's how everything ends up once you've finished compositing. So that's Shift Control and click on a node to view it. Another thing I like to do a lot of the time is just clean things up by holding Shift and then right clicking and dragging through two nodes. And that just adds a little joiner node. You can just move these off to the side and add all your nodes in between. Now sometimes you connect a noodle that you didn't really want to, and then instead of going to the little dot here and unconnecting that and dropping it, a really quick and easy way to disconnect nodes is to hold Control and then drag the right mouse button through that node, and that'll just chop it off. And if you got a whole bunch, you can cut through them all with that. Let's see if we can just get them all. Nope. Try that. There we go. So yeah, that's really good for really quickly manipulating nodes. Now sometimes you've got a node that you don't really want there anymore. Maybe you want it somewhere earlier in the chain, or maybe you don't want it at all. If you hit delete, that'll just disconnect all of these and you'll lose your node chain. So something I like to do instead of just deleting a node is hold Alt and grabbing it, and that removes it while kind of keeping the chain of command going on through. You can also go Control X to delete things to do that, but if you hold Alt and left mouse button and grab, you can always replace it somewhere higher up in the node tree and keep all of those noodles intact. So yeah, that's another one I really like to use. Another really good way to sling nodes together, instead of, once again, very specifically selecting the output you want and the input you want, Blender can kind of tell by the context. This is a yellow color data node here, and this is a yellow color data node here. And so you can just hold Alt and then right click and drag between nodes, and Blender will automatically connect the ones that make sense. So if I did that again, it would probably go from the gray alpha node to the gray factor node. And sometimes you want to be a little bit more specific than that. And then other times, it's just fine to sling things around like that. So yeah, that's another really handy shortcut. Now another fantastic shortcut is for creating materials. If you want to add image textures to a material, and you've got your roughness and color and metalness and all that good stuff. If we go into the shader editor here, you can just select your principal node and go Control, Shift, and T to add in a texture. And now you can just select all of the different textures that you want to go into your material. And if it's got these handy little like color and normal and displacement prefixes on the end, postfixes, you can just hold Control and select all of those. And then down here, principal texture setup. This will automatically put all of these in the right slots with the right mapping nodes. And of course, this probably needs to be adjusted a little bit, but it is so much faster than adding each individual texture in. Okay, so those are just a few Node Wrangler shortcuts that I use all the time. Comment and let me know if you have a favorite that I didn't mention. I'm always happy to learn more about Node Wrangler because it's such a convenient and well thought out add-on. But other than that, I have a gift for you. As a visual effects artist, I find this super handy as these seamless looping smoke assets. And these are video textures that you can drop into your Blender scenes, and they do a really good job of adding life and atmosphere to your shots. If you want to get your hands on these, there's a link to get them for free in the description. But hey, I'd say that's about it for now. I hope you have an excellent day.